everybody, and welcome to the second session of Money Mindset. Today, we are here with,
My name is Ryan.
and my name is Manuel, as y'all may remember from last time. So let's go on with it. Oh, and by the way, now that Kahoot is all fixed, like there's not gonna be any issues. Everyone is gonna be joining, up to 20 players. So yeah, just know that. Let's go with it. Okay, time to talk about money. What are some places that people keep their money at? It could be in cash at your house, safe over there. It could be on a credit card. It could be on a debit card. There's many ways that where you can keep your money at. The main purpose of that is just to keep it safe, right? Okay. I'll go. What is it? Okay, I'll go ahead. Objectives. Learn how to choose a financial institution. You have to know where you're gonna go. Like it doesn't matter if it's a bank, a credit union. You always have to know where you're standing at. Then learn how to read a pay stub. You know, many people have troubles reading checks or knowing why their checks don't give them the full money they expect them to get. So you're gonna also talk about that, and then learn about different financial products. Okay.
We're going to also be learning about different financial institutions, which are a business that deals with money transactions. They accept deposits. They are regulated by the government, and certain amounts are insured up to $250,000. So if it was stolen, then they would take the initiative to try to get you your money back.
Damn, $250,000. I wish I had that. Let's keep going. Okay, bank or credit union. Okay, there's some differences right here that people don't always look at and that you may want to keep in your mind. For example, the banks, they want to get profit from it, and as a as anyone would want to. But credit unions, however, they are non-profit. They don't look to gain the most profit or to get money from you. The main difference I would look at first that in a credit union, not everyone can join, whereas on a bank, anyone that applies, that provides the that follows the instructions in order to apply, can join, no matter who you are. But with a credit union, they tend to be more selective on who joins. Let's give, for example, there's a credit union for the military, and only members from the military or their families can only join there. If you're not from the military or the army, you are not going to be able to join. That's kind of how it works. Then then there's some minor differences like that. The fewer locations with credit unions, you have more banks than credit unions around the city, and generally banks give you more services like savings account, checking account, loans, a lot of stuff. What was credit union just goes for mainly stuff specifically.
And
Go ahead.
well, I go with the bank because it's way more accessible than a credit union.
Yeah, I would go with a bank too. I don't know I know quite a bit of credit unions, to be honest, compared to what I know from banks.
There's some pros and cons to these financial institutions. They are insured by the government. It's easy to pay bills, and it's cheaper than cashiers and money orders, and you can access loans. But there are cons also because it's never fully filled with pros. There's account fees and overdraft fees. You need to open an account, and there's a confusion. There's confusion a lot of account options, and you need to remember some passwords.
hmm Uh, there's many people that have troubles with the passwords because they tend to whether use way too complicated passwords or they tend to like switch on every account they have to have a different password. Me personally, I always keep in mind that I have to remember my password. If it's a password way too complicated for me, I'm completely sure I'm not gonna use it or not gonna remember. And if I know that if I was y'all, I would like write it down somewhere, keep it on a lockbox or something, just to keep my account safe. Uh, how do you get paid? Well, there's three methods to get paid. The first one is a paper check. We're gonna go into depth about that in a little bit. But what you need to know is just basically like a deposit, but you have to cash it in order to get the money like itself, if that makes sense. It's often free to cash. However, there could be some exceptions. Um, it could be cash on a grocery store, pharmacy, and other checking cashing place. Then you have the direct deposit, which the name is pretty obvious. I think like it's directly deposited to your account. It could go whether to your savings or to your check-ins. And then finally, you have the payroll card. You always have to remember that the payroll card, it cannot be the only option your employer that can give you. It must have another option aside from the payroll card. Is is a law. Then what else do we have? Oh, well, I think that's it. Yeah, let's keep going. You want to do that, or can or you
Yeah,
want
I
me to
can
do
do
it?
it. The average unbanked person spends 5% of net income on necessary fees for alternative financial services. This can amount to $40,000 over a lifetime. The average monthly income of an unbanked is less than banked. Same with average cash savings, average credit score, and percent without a credit score.
Yeah, I read on the chat that there's some people that say, for example, Keontae Sampson says overdraft fees are awful, and yes, like I don't think anyone disagrees with that. Like the overdraft fees are like such a pain in your head. Like as soon as like you go into your account and then you see that you had an overdraft fee, you're like, oh, why did that happen? Because like that's money that you have lost, and of course, no one wants to lose money. So. Um, uh, yeah, I mean, I could not agree more with you. Um, Guys, I have a question. Is there a word that could describe how you manage your money? If so, like just type it in the comments and we'll read it out loud. Maybe you could identify with us too, or vice versa. Who knows? Yeah. Um, yeah, let's keep going with the PowerPoint as the answer. Um, Deposit money, direct deposit. Okay, wait. I read it wrong. Checking or transaction. Okay. Now we're gonna go into depth of what are like debit accounts. You can use it for deposit money, direct deposit, check or cash, what we talked about before. Then the debit card, get money. You always have to keep in mind that the debit card is different, way too different from a credit card. There's people that tend to confuse them, but no, they're completely different, and you will understand why in a couple of slides after. Um, yeah, let's keep going.
With savings accounts, you can deposit money. It can be direct deposit or check or cash. You can use it for emergencies and goals, and you can earn interest on your savings if you have a savings account. Also, you can get cash from the ATM, and you're limited to 6 withdrawals a month.
Okay, now we're gonna go into depth of what are the differences between credit cards and debit cards. First of all, I want always to put it in simple terms so everyone can understand it. Um, the money that is on your credit card, always keep it in mind. Never forget about this. It's not fully yours. It's true that you can use it, but with the difference that you always have to pay it back. It's not fully yours if you have to pay it back. It's like a loan. You know what I mean? However, if it's on your debit card and it's the money you have earned while you were working, it's fully yours and you can do whatever you want with that money because you don't have to pay it back. However, with the credit cards, it does happen. So that's the main difference. And if you get that clear in your head, you're always gonna be successful in terms of paying your credit back and getting a better credit score, and that allows you to get higher loans for your for buying a house, a car, whatever. It can give you many benefits. The credit cards are also great for emergencies. They can save you from a tons of stuff, but always keep in mind that you have to pay it back later. There's interest if you pay. If you don't pay the stuff on time, there's gonna be interest, and you never want that to happen because you don't want to lose money, right? Um, then the difference also is that with a debit card, there's no interest or anything like that, and yeah, you need a credit card because you need credit for loans. Yeah, exactly. Uh, for example, let me use myself as an example. When I didn't know much about credit cards, I only knew the dark side of them. For example, if you fail in paying your credit card back, that can ruin your whole life because your credit score is gonna go down. Banks are not gonna want you to you know, uh, for you to get money from them, and it's just gonna give you so many troubles that you're not gonna be able to come back from it. So that's the only part I knew. But as I kept learning and learning, I kept getting that knowledge and stopped fearing them. So and I understood also that credit cards are really necessary if you want to have many benefits. Oh, okay.
Um, have you ever seen on things like Sheen or Amazon where they have you can pay this in 4 to 6 months instead of paying it outright? Well, these are kind of a scam because they have you pay more than what you would pay outright. And you need to consider the fees, the total cost if you're paying it from 4 to 6 months. And I would personally recommend that you would do the paying outright since you would have more money left over than you would have if you paid it 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, many people tend to trip with this kind of stuff because they see the low price and they say, "Oh, right, it's such a low price. It's not gonna be nothing." But as the months go by and you add the whole stuff that you've been paying for, you will realize that you're paying more than what you could have originally with the main price, if that makes sense. So you always have to pay attention to that. I'm not saying it's something bad. I'm just saying that you may want to take a look at that before you do it because there's any type of situations where you might need this as soon as possible and you can just pay a month and as the method says on a period of 4 to 6 months. But that's always something you want to keep in mind so you don't get any surprises in the future. Other financial service providers. Okay, I know everyone right now at this point knows Cash App and every type of stuff like those apps that are for money basically. Um, you always want to take a look at that because you never know if they're insured by the government, if they're fully secured, and if your funds are protected. I'm not saying stop using Cash App. I'm not saying that, but you always want to take a look at everything you use if it's about money, right? Because no one wants to lose their whole money. So yeah.
We're going to be going over how to understand your pay stub. It would be gross pay versus net pay, which gross pay would be minus deduction equals net pay. Gross pay is how much you earn, and net pay is how much you have to spend, like your money before taxes.
Yeah, basically that. That's what deduction means. It's gonna be shown in the next slide. Yeah, as you may see right here, the total in general was, if I can see it right, $580. Yeah, that was the original price. But then here comes like devil deductions, and they take away $121 from you. So that's why that generates a lot of confusion for the people that don't know why this happens. But basically, is your Medicare, your Social Security, the taxes, and the state tax. It can depend, or it can vary in each state. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you get your paycheck and you see that the price is not the original. Um, remember the deductions and then pay. Okay. Oh, right. The letters are too small. Okay, I know what it is. Okay. Uh, what does it cost to cash a check? As I said before, it can differ with each situation. If you go to the bank itself or credit union, ATM or mobile deposit, as you take a picture from the check and then you like deposit it into your own account, that's for free. You're not gonna get charged by anything. At the check writers bank, you're gonna it's also gonna be free. But however, there's some specifications that you want to take a look at. Then at another bank, there's gonna be a fee, so you never want to. What is that? You never want to catch it on other bank because there's a fee. I don't think you want to spend that. Then checking a cash and business or a corner store. It varies. Every seller has their own values on how to you know what's the word? Well, it don't matter, but it's not free. Let's keep going. Opening a new account. As you may see right here, the requirements for opening a new account are your social security number, the state issued photo ID, password or birth certificate, residential mailing address, date of birth, and opening deposit, usually 25 minimum. If you're under 18, you may want to be with your guardian, and you have to find specifically a bank or a credit union that is willing to open an account to use, because not every bank is willing to trust us use, because I guess they may not see us as responsible as the adults, but we can always prove them wrong. Now it's time for the Kahoot. Right now, I'm going to start sharing my screen, and we're going to start with a Kahoot. So, hold on. This time it's gonna work, guys. Don't worry. It is gonna work. Classic mode, sharing. Um, Hold on, give me a second. Okay, there we go. Whoever wants to join the Kahoot, y'all can join. The code is 3355111. Robert, you wanna join? You wanna join the Kahoot? Wanna join the Kahoot? So y'all can lose against me again.
We got
Uh,
Dave.
We got Dave.
Imagine losing.
Who's imagine losing, bro? um, uh, is any of y'all call imagine losing? Because that name is funny. Now more than 15 people can join the Kahoot, so if you wanna, Keontae. Okay, we got Keontae. Um, there's some snakes, King Bob. I like that name. King Bob. Okay. Whoever put that name on there. No, no. No sus names, guys. No sus names. Oh, we King 2K. Can I go home? No, you can't, bro.
We
Until
try
you
to keep
finish
it
the
family
Kahoot.
friendly.
You're trying to be family friendly, yeah. Let's see. Okay, one more person, and then we'll start. KB, Hot. I don't know. Drew. Okay, you got many people. Okay, y'all ready? I hope you're ready because this is about to start. The best, Muchi. That sounds so funny, Muchi. The Kahoot code is 3355111.
Can we participate?
No, that's cheating.
It's
Haley
not
B.
cheating because you're gonna lose.
Shut up. Who said? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, 3, 2, 1. It starts. Are you gonna join, Kendall? You in? Bro, can't be that. Isn't that the guy from what is this guy that like Houseman One there?
Who?
like the fairy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, KB. Okay, we're done. 20 players in. Let's go. Okay, Money Monday is here. 2, 1. Quiz. Are you sure? Bye.
I don't see answer your question. Oh, you gotta read it.
Yeah, but no, but like the others can see the stream. We all have to be on the stream for doing the questions. But I'm gonna read it out loud anyways. Okay, 15 answers. I read the options next time, so y'all can know. Okay, it was the government. Independent organizations. This is kind of like a tricky question. Your family, definitely. I don't know. Pick your family. But yeah. Okay, Dave. I see you on the top. It's not like he's my coworker right here. Uh, True. Anyone can join a credit union. True or false? Blue for true, red for false. Come on, guys. I said it. I repeated it 3 times. 11, 10 people said it was true. You guys are not listening to me, really. I said that credit unions are really selective with who joins. Of course, there's chances that you can join, but not as much as with the bank. Okay, Dave's still in the first place. Keontae is getting close though. Okay, Keontae, I'm cheering for you. I'm cheering for you. Let's go. Which of these is not a payment method? Okay, red for paper check, blue for direct deposit, yellow for Bitcoin deposit, and green for payroll card. Let's see which one wins. This is not a tricky question, guys. Come on. Who said who said payroll card, direct deposit, and paper check? Okay. Oh, okay. Dave is on 5th place now. Okay. Keontae is getting close to the first place. FLF. I don't know what that means. I hope it's not an insult or a cursing. A payroll card can be the only option as a payment method. True for blue and red for false. Let's see. Let us see. Bro, if y'all get this wrong, I'm gonna throw my phone away. And now everyone gets it wrong. Okay, 3 people got it wrong. It's not as bad as I thought, but yeah. Payroll card can be the only option as a payment. No, it cannot. There must be another option for you to pick. A payroll card cannot be the only one. Okay, FLF is still in the top. Keontae getting closer and closer though. And Dave, well, still on that.
Trying to make a comeback.
Samira is coming back too. Are most rent-to-own products more or less expensive in total? More expensive for red, blue equally expensive, yellow C, and green less expensive. I swear, if someone says C, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love, like, I'm gonna love you forever. All crazy. If y'all pick the yellow one. Okay, no one picked it. Okay, yeah, it's more expensive. It generally is more expensive. Ooh, Dave is coming to that 3rd place. Okay. Oh, Zamira has a streak of 5 correct answers in a row, though. Imagine she comes back at the end. Okay, there's 2 more questions, though. The money you got on your credit card is totally yours. True or false? Blue for true and false red. Yeah, it's false. It's not totally yours. It's not totally yours if you have to pay it back. The money on your debit card is fully yours. Okay, Dave is coming to the 2nd place. I'm scared for LFLF. You better watch out. There's one last question. It can decide the whole podium. What is your net pay? Deduction plus gross pay. That's red. Blue net pay equals gross pay. Yellow net pay divided by deduction, and finally green gross pay minus deduction. Which one will it be? No one knows. Yep, it was the green one. Gross pay minus deduction is equal to your net worth. Okay, as much as my beloved Dave coworker tried, he couldn't reach the first place. Oh wait, there's one more question. Wait, hold on, what? Cashing a check will always be free. Cashing a check will always be free. Guys, I just hooked over this. Let's see. If y'all could see my coworker right here is so pissed because he's not reaching the first place. Okay. False. It's not always free. Okay, let's see the podium, guys. If third place, off. Okay, did a nice try. They second place. And finally, the top one. FLF. I don't know what that means, but congratulations. Thank you for thank you for participating. Wait, no way, that was you. That was you.
Another coworker.
Bro, that's crazy. Okay.
You didn't even get the train.
Rigged.
Okay, guys, thank you all y'all for participating. Yeah, that's it for us. You're not gonna be seeing us the next Mondays, but you're gonna see our other coworkers, and they're gonna be as entertaining as us. So yeah, take care. See you all next time.